Okay, good morning. My name is Gessner. It's a pleasure for me to be here. I'm the general manager at BIRD for Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And I'm here today to talk about where we've come from, where we are today, about our global and local approach, and most importantly, about our mission. So it all started in the summer of 2017 with our founder, Travis van der Zanden, having the idea for ride-sharing 2.0. And with his experience from the traditional ride-sharing, he had seen that this had increased the number of cars on the streets. And BIRD stands for transportation company, or it's a transportation innovation company with a real car-reducing alternative. So you see here one of the very first birds getting prepared with the so-called bird brain, the GPS. And a few days later, the first birds hit the ground in Santa Monica. Our initial core team is preparing here the first product and the vehicle release, and the rest is history. We've become the fastest growing company in history in terms of valuation. We've launched in more than 140 cities globally, and we were the first also in Austria. We were the first in Germany on public streets. This happened in cooperation with the city of Bamberg and its public transportation company, and thanks to a special permission granted by the state of Bavaria. The Federal Motor Authority in Germany recently informed that 99 companies applied for the general operating license, and we are proud to be the first one that got approved as a license holder. So we will launch very soon in Germany with our new BIRD model, the BIRD 1. And the BIRD 1 is setting new standards in terms of quality, safety, and rider experience. A limited number of the BIRD 1s will also be available for purchase because we understand that some users prefer to own a bird. We also offer in selected cities bird rental. Users will be able to rent birds on a monthly basis. And another product is BIRD Platform. We are very excited about BIRD Platform because it's a white label product where local entrepreneurs globally can buy our hardware, the birds. We take care of the technical support, share our best practices from the global markets, and we've seen tremendous success so far in the markets we've launched in APAC and in Europe. Our latest product is the BIRD Cruiser. So 2 users can take a seat and drive almost on any type of road, even a steep uphill, and we are excited to launch very soon in Europe. As mentioned before, cities are our partner number 1. So that doesn't mean only the city government, but also other important stakeholders, like in this case, the Association for Blind and Visually Impaired People in Vienna. We organized an event with this people group to give them a chance to get to know and better understand our vehicle, and we also informed all our users not to ride and park in these walking areas. We work globally with cities on parking solutions, and obviously this is a big challenge. But we believe the time has come because I assume that most of you do not even know how streets looked like before the invasion of cars, before people started to own a second and a third car. And our mission is to reduce car ownership. It's about taking cars off the road to reduce traffic congestion and carbon emissions. And we talk here specifically about short, unnecessary car trips, 1 to 5 kilometers, which represent a significant share of trips in most cities around the world. And these trips can be replaced by scooters. So why do we do all this? I believe most of you know the numbers behind, but we cannot repeat them often enough. So today we see 25,000 people getting killed by cars in the European Union. We see almost more than 1 million die in Europe alone because of air pollution. And in our first year, we've seen more than 10 million clean rides. And in our biggest market outside the US, in Paris, more than 5% of the population already have tried BIRD, and 75% think that electric scooters help to fight air pollution. And 71% of BIRD users use their cars less since scooters are there. In addition, almost 6 million kilograms of CO2 emissions have been avoided, and that's equivalent to more than 1,000 cars taken off the road for 1 year, 150,000 trees planted and allowed to grow for 10 years, and more than 600 homes powered for 1 year. So let's take a quick look how the future could look like. Thank you. So obviously, this is not a one-year project, but more like a 10-year marathon. And at the end of the day, a high price has to be paid in the hard currency of space. So where cars ride and park today, that space has to be allocated to some other transportation alternatives, like scooters. Of course, we do not believe that scooters are the only salvation, but we do believe that scooters are part of the solution to bring back the ecosystem into a healthy balance. And we are very excited to contribute to this goal in cooperation with the cities, the local partners, and the public transportation companies, and make this change happen. Thank you.
How much money have you raised as a company?
Well, I believe it's at the moment around about 400.
400 million?
400 million.
How much does a scooter cost? Well, tell me, but lots of scooters you can put in the world.
Exactly, yeah.
I was in Tulum New Year's. Has anyone been to Tulum, Mexico? It's a crazy place. You can walk 10 times faster than the cars drive you because they're bumper on bumper. Said, get all rid of the cars and put lots of birds and limes and flashes and
exactly, that's the plan.
You name them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.